Okay, so we've just come out the Gtech Community Stadium here at Brentford FC in London, and boy oh boy have Wolves been stung. 5-3, and that doesn't tell the story. The question that I'm asking is enough is enough. Have the excuses run out? Gaffer?
Well, it actually could have been 8 by half time, I think. I can't believe what I was watching. We just so disjointed, the defence wasn't all over the place. Crosses were coming in willy-nilly, nobody was on trying to stop the crosses. And it didn't surprise me they scored 3 or 4 goals in the first half, but that's probably the worst I've seen the Wolves play for many a long year, that is.
Absolutely. Brian, how you feeling, mate?
Depressed, but yeah, I agree with Chris, but yeah, as he said, that every time the ball came into the box, he thought they were going to score. We weren't too bad going forward, but when every time we scored, they scored another one. It's just lack of concentration. I'm very worried about Lemina. He's starting to give balls away and leading to goals. At the Villa, he didn't pick up the goal at the back post. Today, he gave the ball away for the 3rd goal. We needed to be tight. We just got back 2-2. Just be tight. 3-2 down. We've got a minute to half time. And what a stupid header from the corner,
I know. Ben and Tom?
Frustrated. Like Chris said, I can't remember an away game where I've seen us that bad. They were better than us at everything. Defensively today was just shocking.
Shocking is the word. Shocking, shambles, abysmal, disgraceful, all of these sort of words. And I'm not one to mince my words. Look, I'm going to call it. I have stuck by Gary O'Neill, and we've had all the excuses, we've made all the allowances. It ends today. You cannot. That is an inexcusable performance. Brentford, we know they're going to start fast. They've scored 3 goals in the last 3 games inside of the first minute. They did it in 1 minute 16. So many times at the back post. Johnston kept us in it. We were just, honestly, what were they doing? They've had all week to prepare for this. All the fans came today. It's a lovely day. So positive coming to the game, thinking today's the day. And we're 1-0 down after 1 minute and 16 seconds. We react. We get back in. It's a soft penalty that's overturned by VAR. I mean, I feel sometimes sure that the Premier League want to get us relegated because it was soft, but Lemina's on him and it's given. They've overturned it 2-1. We react again to 2-2. And then we concede straight after again. And then just before half-time, it's 4-2. It's just... And they could have had 6. They could have had 7. They could have had 8. And if it weren't for Sam Johnston, and to me, I just can't understand right now how Gary O'Neill can stay in the job. And I hate to say, nothing against the bloke personally, but 1 win in 17, 18 games. We've not kept a clean sheet in 18 matches, and we come out today and 1 minute 16 seconds we're down. I just, the fans have started to turn as well. They got a 5th, and it could have been more before they got the 5th as well. They were queuing up, and then Ryan Aitner, I think Brentford switched off and had gone home by then because Ryan scores and it's 5-3. I just don't know what to say, Brian.
Yeah, I just want to say, but you watch that first goal. It was the 2nd minute, yeah? They're playing 5 at the back. Collins plays the ball out to the right, yeah? He looks, he sees that no one's picking him up, and he goes in, he's got momentum, he's jumping against people who are static, yeah? He's going up, bang, no problem at all. But that's playing 5 at the back. You don't have to play a rigid 5 at the back. You have to be flexible. We need to go back to 5 at the back. That was our success for the last 5-6 years, yeah? And we're ruining it. He's so stubborn.
I'm going to ask you a question. Should Gary O'Neill go tonight? We've got to ask that question.
Sadly, yeah.
Sadly, yeah. Chris, what do you think?
My heart says no, but my head says yes. It was that 6 points out of the last 66.
Something like that, yeah.
He can't go on, can he? Something's got to change. And tactically, this zonal marking is an absolute disgrace.
Zonal marking? I don't know who they're marking. Shadows?
Well, that's it. We're marking a zone. We're not marking a person. They're just playing around it and getting free headers all over the place, aren't they, every week?
Yeah, but when you mark a zone, right? When a man comes into your zone, you're man to man against him then. But we weren't doing that. We weren't putting challenges in.
So many at the back post. It's happened time and time again. The producer Emma said if he doesn't change it at half time, we saw like Emery change it with Villa. We saw the Newcastle manager change it, and he sent the same team out. He brings on Wang, and he did put in a bit more of a shift, but the boos rang out and they started to sing "You don't know what you're doing." And nothing against South Koreans, but you can't just bring him on to satisfy. It seems like he's coming on because they're trying to build that market. It's so frustrating. And then Andre, what must he be thinking? He's just come from what is it, Familico or what?
They won the Brazilian League.
Won the Brazilian League. Fluminense, that's it. They've won the Brazilian equivalent. He's used to winning things. He's come over here. He must be thinking, what the hell? And then he's took him off. Gary O'Neill for you.
Yeah, I think he's got to go.
You're hearing it, guys, and look, we have. I've tried, to give reason. I've tried to give balance. We've tried to make allowances. Jeff Shee, Matt Hobbs. The it's just like the defensive balance, the defence in terms of not bringing in that extra fifth defender. You've got to plan for these sort of things. The fans are turning. Some of the fans started to sing against Fosun today, and it's a first sign. You've got to act. You've got to act. I was talking to people. If you act now, you've got 2 games against City and Brighton, which are not that we can't get points over, but you've got time, and then the international break. Who's the Porto manager that's out of work because they brought in the new...
So.
Bring him in. He would sort them out. He's a proper guy. You need to make a decision, not sack Gary O'Neill and bring in, an easy answer like Moyes or Rob Edwards. Bring someone in. Show us you've got some ambition, because we have got quality players on this pitch. Attacking wise, we've got players all over the pitch. We've got two Brazilians who are part of the Brazilian midfield playing. But we've got championship defence, and it's got to be. What are they doing all week on the coach? You just I can't. I'm so frustrated. I'm so angry, and I don't like to be. I don't like to be like this. But enough is enough. There can be no excuses, and this is nothing against Gary O'Neill. You can't carry on with 1 win in 18 matches. It just can't carry on. The fans are turning, and the board and Fosun and Jeff, you've got to sort this problem. You've got to take action, and you've got to take action now.
I just want to say another thing, Dave. You look at that man for man, that Brentford team. How many of those players would we want to sign? Probably none. Maybe Bueno, right? Maybe, But how many of those players? So there's got to be something wrong, hasn't there? That they got a very good coach, and that's what
they have. They haven't. The producer don't particularly like him, and this is a Brentford team that's decimated by injuries.
Yeah.
You're absolutely decimated, and they could have had 9. They could have had 9, and the players, the one thing I will say, the players still come over to the fans at the end, and the fans clap the players. Gary O'Neill came over. Fair play to him for doing that. It took some balls for him to come over today. He put his hand up and he said sorry, but sorry is just a word, and I just can't see it anymore. Anyway, let's go to our LEAMORE Windows Man of the Match and our Fox at Shipley performance rating.
The performance rating 3. I won't give it any more than 3. And the man of the match, sadly, it's Johnson, isn't it? As Chris said, if it hadn't been for him, could have easily been double figures.
Absolutely. Your performance rating and man of the match?
2 for my performance rating, and man of the match. Yeah, I'll go Johnston.
Johnson.
2 out of 10, and that's one of them is putting the shirt on. And man of the match. I think Andre for having 2 shots from outside the box in the first half.
Okay. What about you? Any Parkside dental care moment that made you smile?
Yeah, when we had our 3rd shot from outside the penalty area in the first half.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I agree with Chris actually. Yeah, we had more shots from outside the box in that game than we did the whole of last season. Yeah. But we didn't score.
Must be something in the air at Brentford, I think.
Something. I'll tell you what, that made me smile. A nice sunny day. The company that we spend it with. There's not a lot to smile about today. my LEAMORE Windows man of the match. I thought Jurgen Strand Larsen really put in a shift. I thought he scored a good goal. You know, he put himself about, held the ball up, but you know, there's only really one man that you can give it to, and that's Sam Johnston, because I counted, he made something like 5 point-blank saves, 5, and they've scored 5, and it could have been double figures, and that's the reason why they've got to act. And I'm really sorry, and Gary, I apologise and stuff. Nothing against you as a person, you know, but you're out your depth. It seems like you're out of depth, and I think the fans have turned, and you've seen it today, and I don't see there's any coming back. At some point, he's going to go, so you need to make the decision right now. Brentford today was a team that were decimated by injuries, and we've come and we've conceded 5, and it could have been 10. It could have been 10. And that's the reason why they've got to act whilst there's still time, because we have got a lot of talent in this side, but it needs someone with some real authority that can gather and rebuild this team and get them playing a tune.
Yeah, I'd just like to say that we've been here before, Wolves fans, and you know we might have to go further down to come back up again, but
what do you mean by that?
We will overcome. Well, we've got to start getting some points, otherwise we get relegated, don't we?
Yeah, this is a team that looks...
We shall overcome.
Yeah, this is a team that has got a capital R relegation looking all over them. 1 win in 18 games, is it? 1 win in the league in 18 games. 6 points in something like 66. We haven't kept a clean sheet in 18. We've got Manchester City and Brighton next. Act now. Act now. Anyway, from all of us, leave your thoughts in the comment. We've got another reaction coming up from all of us. Always Wolves.